Hello all, this is Nandini, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science with Full Stack Web Development. So in this session we are going to discuss about tracking and sensor in AR. So let's discuss. The first one is tracking and sensor. So the tracking and sensor, it is a technology. Tracking is a technology, so which is introduced some sensation of motions into the virtual world, and it transferred to the AR world, and it performs some variety of tasks. So once the tracking system is right chosen and it is correctly installed, then it allows the persons to move within a virtual to AR environment. So which allows us to interact with peoples and objects with the help of an AR environment. So this selection of tracking technology, which is depends on sort of environment, so that is nothing but it is a sort of an data, so which is availability of a required budget. So these are the small explanation about tracking. So this tracking technology, which is used two ways in the AR system. So there are a registration phase and another one is tracking phase. So the registration phase is nothing but it is determining the position and orientation of an object into the real world anchor, and the tracking phase is nothing but it is the upgrading of viewer's pose, and which is respect previously known the pose. So these are the two ways of registering the AR system into 3D. And the position and orientation, so these are the very two important concept in the tracking sensors, because it is identifying and determining the registering the virtual content onto the real environment. So the real world may be dead reckoning from interior tracking, so which is define some locations in the space. So and it is also determining using GPS also physical objects. So these anchor of the real world tracking and registration phase, so these are very important in the technology. And the next one is sensor based tracking. So the sensor based tracking, the magnetic tracking technology, it is very important in sensor based tracking. So this technology, which is includes some tracking source and the two types of sensors. The one sensor, it is for it is placed in on the head, and another sensors for an hand. So the tracking source, it creates an electromagnetic field, which the electromagnetic field sensors are placed in both the places. Then the computer calculate the orientation and position of the sensors. So that sensors based on the signals. So it gives and it allowing some efforts the full range of 360 range of motions, so which is allowing us to look all the way of around the 3D environments. So it is also allow us to move around 3 degrees. That is the hand tracker has some control buttons, so which allows the users to navigate along the environment. So this is the magnetic tracking technology. And the next one is calibration. So calibration is nothing but it is following three types of phases. So there are the scanning, absolute position and relative position. So scanning is nothing but it is the user must scan the rough and textured surface such as floor or wall, so which it is important to find out the orientation and calibration of the object. And the next one is absolute position. So the user has to position the device in a certain location, so such as learning it to a wall or go to some specific landmarks in cities. So it is the absolute position. And relative position is nothing but it is must have the device in a fixed position on the ground or the some level of distance from the camera and device, so which is fully or partially visible in the camera's views. So this is typically for AR fitness applications or games. So these are the actions, user actions and calibrations. And the next one is registration phase. So this registration phase, which it is blends the virtual objects and which is generated by the computer with the real world image which is caught by the cameras. So first of all, it confirms the position between the real object and the observer. Then the projects virtual objects into the visual field of the observer, then through the projection transformations. So this is the registration phase. So these are the some concepts of tracking and sensors. And this is the assessment. These are the reference. Thank you.